And now we're going to go on to the second method, which is creaming. What I'm doing here is actually making some shortbread, and I've got 3 of flour, 2 of butter and 1 of sugar. So remember, it's a 3-2-1 recipe, so it's 3 ounces of flour, 2 ounces of butter and 1 ounce of sugar. My flour I've already sieved, so just tip it in, and the best way now of actually mixing it is to use the warmth of your hands. Just work it round, incorporating the flour into your butter and your sugar, which you really worked hard to cream. Make it nice and smooth. Now there's actually enough here to make 2 of these 6-inch shortbread because you don't want to have them too thick. So what I'm going to do is more or less divide the mixture in half, but I'll only actually show you how to do 1 of them. So put it into your tin, flatten it out, and then I'm going to use the spoon which I've got into some flour here so it doesn't stick, and just push it out into your ring. Just flatten it off, really push it hard. I've actually got my tray on a cloth, a damp cloth, so it doesn't move around too much as I'm working. Now I'm going to prick it with my fork so that you can get your characteristic dints into it. And then I'm actually just going to lift the ring very carefully and cut it. And then we cook this at about 360 degrees, 8 to 10 minutes.
Right, just a question now. Sprinkling with sugar. And it's important that you move the shortbread before it gets cold, otherwise it will stick to the tray.
What I've got here is my creamed up mix, but this time I've used brown sugar, which is why it's this colour. I have my butter, my sugar and my eggs. Now I've got my flour and I've got my mixed spice here. The flour of course has been sieved, and we're going to add the flour and the fruit, which in fact I have had soaking with brandy overnight. And in my batter mix, which is this one, I actually have some glycerin. Right, so it's about half a teaspoon to the mix.
Why have glycerin in the cake, Elaine?
It keeps it moist and it helps with the cutting, and it stops it crumbing. Right, so you're going to help me put the fruit and the flour in?
Certainly.
So we mix a bit of the fruit in, very gently. Whoops. We'll collect those later. Oh gosh, it smells nice, doesn't it?
Lastly, the flour.
And stir this in gently, making sure that you incorporate all of it. Right, so you've now got your fruit mixed into the rest of your batter. You then put that into the prepared cake tin, the one we did before. Now, if you wanted to make a simnel cake, you would actually use half of your batter in here, put your marzipan disc on top, then put the rest of your cake mix on top of that. Bake it off, and for a cake about this size, it's about 360 for 2.5 hours. You can see the ring of marzipan is actually baked in the cake. A lot of people think that you actually cut the cake afterwards and sit the marzipan inside it, but you don't. The Dundee cake is done exactly the same way, but your nuts are simply put on top and baked with the cake. and depending on the size, it would take anything from 2.5 to 3.5 hours.